Alright, so yeah. Let's get into the school review. Oh wait, I made a mistake. So right now I'm uploading episode 17 of the school reviews. I forgot to put the intro in there for the first time. So yeah, there'll be an intro this time. So yeah, you get a little pass if you don't like the intro, but I personally do. It's pretty fire in my opinion. It's just me. Anyways, before we get into the school review, I do have a couple of announcements. We are doing a series. If you've seen my shorts, you have seen the intro video for the vacation project. Let me place it down. Alright, and here's how it's gonna work. So, the vacation project is gonna be my family's voicing lines, because I made a script for episode 1. There's gonna be 24 episodes. My family voices lines for each one, and then I'll put into a video with like images, and in episode 2 there'll be actual scenes using ChatGPT. Why? It's just AI slop? It isn't, because it's very important because it can actually emphasize what is going on. Let's say my sister and my pap are having a heart-to-heart. AI can make a scene where maybe Rosario's balled into a ball, and since on the black team, they the background will be they're on a black bed with a black wall in the back, and stuff like that. And Pap could also be just sitting down trying to comfort her, hand on her shoulders, and then they'd voice their scenes, and I'd emphasize who's talking, even though the voices are completely different. You could probably tell who's talking and who's not talking. So yeah, that's gonna be very fun. That episode should be released Sunday. But people have to voice lines. Some people have deadlines because I can't do their voice lines in person. So deadlines Wednesday, September 17th at 11:59 p.m. If I don't get it by when I get home from school on Thursday, then I'm gonna call them, right? Call them, and I have to make a phone call actually after I make this video. So that way I can make sure they can get their lines in, so the video can be out, so my family can all watch it at the same time and be like, haha, that was fun scene making, yeah. And be like, very good job, Desire. And then, boom, 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 by next Sunday, episode 2 is out. We keep that going for 24 episodes, 48 weeks of doing that. Maybe I can get it done sooner, maybe I can get it done faster, I don't know. But either way, yeah, making scripts is going to be the hardest part, but recording the lines is going to be the easiest task. So, yeah. And at the end of each episode, will be giving shout outs to our subscribers. So, yeah. Anyways, on to the vid. So I need to make up some time for taking 3 minutes to talk about the vacation project. It's going to be very fun. And yes, the intro is going to be in every episode. Yes, let me know still here. Anyways, so English, we were writing our essay on extracurricular activities, and I had to type today. He said my intro was good, and boom, 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 done. And I finished it. He's gonna give us the MLA format thing. And yeah, that should be a breeze, hopefully. I'm gonna pray it's gonna be a breeze, because I'm not trying to go to the office. He has some requirement, which I find pretty stupid, where we have to do something with a keyboard, which we have to hook with Bluetooth at the same time. And that just sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. So yeah, I hope it's something we actually would have to do there. But oh my gosh, this is stupid. Anyways. So band, today we had band. We were doing, we got a new piece an African Christmas song because our next concert is on Christmas. Will I be taking a video of it? Not much to record, but I can see what I can do, you know? Maybe people who watch this can give me, like, suggestions in the comments. Because, like, I could probably make a vlog video of me doing it. Alright, so. Yeah, band wasn't too special. Nothing much happened. Other than the class talking a lot. Yeah, that's a common trend in chorus and band. Gonna have to get used to that. Chorus teacher crashed out. I'm just waiting patiently for him to do it because, like, it's gonna happen. Is it gonna be reasonable? Yes. Is it gonna happen? Tell me it's not. Right? The class is too big in both classes, so yes. There's no way. There's gonna be inevitable talking. They should just know that going in. Their expectations should be incredibly low. You can't get your hopes up. Oh, 2 minutes for 2 classes. Nice. Okay, so. Reading. Alright, reading. We had to learn. We were doing the Broken Chain story, finishing that, and we have a test tomorrow. Honestly, last test I did pretty good because I could just retain the information. Like, it asked me a question, multiple choice on an iPad. Boom. I'll remember. And if I don't, I'll guess and check. Because what else are you going to do? Nothing special happened, though. I hope we go back to another review game. Well, we didn't do it today. But, like, that review game was fun, and it made a lot of good moments. So, maybe we can do it again. Because that would be fun. Plus, everyone enjoyed it, and not a lot of people talked when we did that. So, that was good for the teacher, too. In science, we had to do a sheet front and back, and done. The substitute won't be there, so we'll get a different teacher, I don't remember substitute teachers' names, but not everyone was excited, because everyone else is, apparently. Not a lot of people were excited. Apparently, a teacher named Miss something, it starts with the A, and the second letter is a K, so, okay, that's my, I'm not a K, a C. I was about to say AK, but it's a AC. So, AC might be there. Apparently that's bad. But, like, it's only bad if she's strict. Annoying teachers, I don't hate annoying teachers, they're dislikable. Like, they aren't likable, obviously, because they're annoying, but still. So, yeah, that's gonna be exciting. So, in math, we had a take-home quiz, and we took notes. Which, I honestly could remember them pretty easily. They were pretty easy to remember. And we took notes, so I got that in the back. Not a lot of things happened there, surprisingly. If you're in my math class, you can comment down anything else that happened. But yeah. Surprisingly, that class isn't that noisy, which is like something. Somewhat noisy, yes. Noisy, nah. Okay. Like, not somewhat noisy is like two-thirds. So like halfway. Let's see. Lunch. Sat next to 7th grade girls again. I'll take that. I'll take my walk for shame. But it was pretty cool. I wasn't that social. I'm not worried about being social with the 7th grade girls. Because I know if I sit next to them today to the rest of the year, I'll get used to them eventually. And I'll probably be able to talk to them pretty well by that point. Like, yeah, I'm not super worried about that. Right. After, I don't know, I keep forgetting this in the moment. After lunch is art. Honestly, nothing much happened. So, we went outside and lunch. And I saw KH doing something, and I asked her. I was so proud of myself. I didn't count in my head or anything. I just asked her, hey, what happened during lunch? She told me that she accidentally killed a spider, and then she was going to give it like a graveyard, but then it flew away because of the wind. And I said, oh man, and give it a funeral at your house. Before she could respond, Liam pushed me forward. That annoyed me, but I kept it to myself. But I did realize that he fell on his bike, so I'm going to be honest, I was really mad, and I was going to tell him about it. Like, dude, because he loved saying dude, why'd you do that? But then, I realized he fell on his bike, and got like a scar right here. So, I was like, you know what, he fell on his bike, hurt himself, I'll call it even, you know. Liam, if you're watching this, I am not apologizing for making that even, you know. I feel like that's pretty good, because me being social and then you interrupting me is pretty even to you falling on their bike. It would be the same other way around. If you're being social with a girl you liked, and I pushed you forward, and then you found out I fell on my bike, even though I don't ride bikes a lot, you should find it even, because I hurt myself, and I ruined your opportunity. Either way, I have opportunities to talk to her later. It's not at the end of the world or anything. And then, finally, RG's history. Wasn't a bad day. NEF was... Oh, I need to ask if I can say her name in my school reviews. Because, like, saying NEF just sounds weird. I don't know why. But, either way, she wasn't there because apparently she went to the nurse and something happened to her, I think. Nothing major. Because I couldn't notice what it was when I observed people. I couldn't notice anything about her that was different. Then, because she has art with me. So, I didn't notice anything. She asked, whatever it was, she asked the nurse if she could take a nap, and she said yes. So that nurse is chill. I haven't went to the nurse yet this year, and I only went once last year, and it wasn't because I got hurt or anything. I don't usually get hurt. Especially because we don't have recess. Only I would get hurt if I got in a fight. Hopefully that's not foreshadowing. I really hope it's not. Because if I'm in a fight, majority of the time I lose. Okay. So, yeah, that was the only notable thing that happened. That was about it. On the bus, I was more social than Friday. But I was more social on previous days. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Also, school dance Friday. So, I'm going to tell you this. I'm making a vlog. That's right. I am making a vlog. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to ask people if they would like to, if they're going to dance, and if they're going to want to be on the vlog. I might start with you going to the dance, and they're going to be like, yes, because they're going to think I'm asking them out, but I'm really just asking if they want to make an appearance on my YouTube channel, because I'm going to be taking a vlog. That'd be cool. So anyways, I'll say it again just to impress you guys. I'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye. Like I'm a TikTok star.